Hey everyone, my name is David Boller. I'm the creator of Kaos Moon. I'm a 30-year veteran of the comic, gaming and animation industry, and today I want to talk to you a little bit more about the Kickstarter that I'm running currently. Now there's an official Kickstarter video which is very brief. It's only about a minute and a half long, but today I really want to go into a little bit more detail and show you like some of the artwork and some of the perks that are on offer. Now this is a fairly short campaign and this is a fairly small campaign. So we're not going to drag this out for 30 days because I really want to ship the rewards fairly quickly. As a matter of fact, you know, if you ordered the digital edition, you should be able to get this like in late May, early June. So let's get started. What do we have on offer? First of all is the digital perk. You know, that's the usual thing that most people are doing, and you know, if you don't want to, you know, get a book shipped to you and you're not a big collector or anything, you know, just want to read the story, want to catch up on it and just, you know, look at the beautiful artwork, then this is the way to go. This will just be a PDF of the entire book. The book is about 128 pages, it will probably be a little bit more than that, maybe 130 something. And that will be sent to you as a PDF. You know, you can read it on your devices, and that is fairly inexpensive. I think that's about $15. Also, I want to mention to you, I'm right now living in Switzerland, so Kickstarter will not allow me to set a dollar value, so I have to set it in Swiss francs. So I kind of like the currency conversion, so the price kind of like makes sense for you. So if you're coming from the US. The second perk, that's actually where the big ones start. This is going to be the actual, you know, graphic novel. Now this is going to be a hardback, European style, A4, or for you US people, 8.5 by 11 size, over format graphic novel. I've basically remastered all the artwork from the original color pages to fit the format. That's been completely rewritten, completely relettered. So you're really basically getting the definitive issue. So the first perk is just going to be a graphic novel, you know, so there's no extras, no nothing, you know, just a graphic novel for what I consider to be a very reasonable price. And you're going to get that with what's called a cover A. I'm going to show this to you quickly here so you can see what that looks like. The second edition is going to be cover B, and that's going to be called the deluxe edition. So this will have the book, and it will have a limited edition print in it, and it will be signed and numbered to 250. The third edition is going to be what I call the premiere. That will basically be cover C. So, and also, by the way, these covers are all brand new, so I will get to this in a moment. The cover C will include a print, a new print, a different print than cover B. Will also be signed and numbered, but only to 50 edition. Plus, it will feature a head sketch that is signed by myself. So that is actually pretty cool, you know. And we'll only have 50 of those, so you know they'll probably be gone fairly quickly. Then the next big thing, and that is actually the reason why I'm even making this campaign. About a year ago, I received all the color artwork that was done back at the time for the European Heavy Metal magazine back. Now, why did I receive those back almost 28 years after they were created? That's a question I'm going to be answering in the next video, which is going to go more into the details of like the business of Kaos Moon and how Kaos Moon came to be and why there are actually only such a small amount of work produced. But I do have all the color art, and I will be selling 50 pieces of that color artwork exclusively. Now, this color artwork is not what's called in France called la couleur directe. It's not actually drawn on the pages, so the line art was photostated, which is like a higher end photocopy, and then I used like Doc Martin dyes, which is like a concentrated watercolor. And the good news is that these pages have been not exposed to sunlight in 20+ years, so they look brand new. They look absolutely perfect, they look very vibrant, and I will show you some of those now and you can judge for yourself. The single pages are more or less 11 by 14 up to about 11, 17, and you can see how great those look. They're super clean, they're super sharp, almost kind of looks like computer coloring, but it is all done by hand. So you basically own a hand painted page that I'll be signed at the bottom here. Now these pages are from the Owl Spray story, which I used as a preview for the Kickstarter. There's a couple pages, they're double page spread, so these are much larger. These are like 11, a little smaller than 11 by 17. But you see how crisp and nice they still look. Now all the pages will also come with like a protective overlay. All of those pages I'm going to put 50 into the Kickstarter. All of them will feature Kaos Moon, are very attractive. Now if you have a particular preference, if there's one page that you really like and you would like to own, you know, just send me a DM, you know, or contact me, you know, at david@virtualgraphics.ch or whatever. I mean, I am on social media. You can also send me a message on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, basically, and just let me know what your preference are. I'm thinking about maybe putting all the pages up for choosing, but I'm gonna do that during the campaign. Now the big one, and that's the really cool one, people have been asking me, you know, for months and months and months, is there any more artwork, because none of the collectors want to sell their art, and there is only so much to go around. So I decided I'm going to make 3 new covers in the style of the old vintage art. So let me show you basically what they look like. This is the original art for cover A. Now this is like literally like how it was done back then, 11 by 17, 11 by 17 pen and ink, or brush and ink I should say. Flawless, absolutely no corrections, and no smudges, no nothing, and it will be signed. This is cover 2, cover 2. And cover 3. Well, obviously these are kind of expensive and they're really something for the hardcore collectors. I want to quickly talk about the stretch goals. Now I was thinking about stretch goals because it's sort of like an interesting subject, you know, what can I possibly offer that might be really interesting to you guys. So the first stretch goal will feature an additional booklet that everybody will get, which has a story in it called Choo Choo. Some of you might know that there is, back at the time, there was one story that was never published for a variety of reasons, where Kaos Moon is actually going to Africa and facing a Choo Choo is sort of like an African type of spirit in Nigeria. And that story has been done, but I will include that into a special booklet. It's essentially going to be the booklet that was an add-on for the premiere edition, but it will feature the Choo Choo story. Now the big stretch goal, I think it's like a 50,000, is I will create a brand new story in the style, you know, of the old Kaos Moon. So it will be like a new idea, a new story, but drawn essentially like exactly the way it was drawn. Now this will be a regular issue, that will be 22 pages or 24 pages, whatever it was, and everybody will get that as a comic book. Now the really big one, of course, is then the very top stretch goal will be 100,000. Now I would extend that story to 48 pages, so it will be a full graphic novel type of story, and it will also be in color. So you basically get a brand new full color graphic novel in the old style, and everybody will get that. Now of course you'll say, well, 100,000, that's kind of high, but you also have to consider the fact that after Kickstarter takes their money, taxes, and just to let you know what that would cost, you know, a graphic novel in that magnitude, basically with that kind of detail and that kind of work, would cost either way about 40,000 to create. So if you look at it all summa summarum, I'm not really making that much money. It'll just be basically my regular fee to create the graphic novel. But 100,000, of course, you know, it's quite a stretch. So let's see if we can get there. And I'd really appreciate it if you tell all your friends. I mean, this is not like a campaign where I can run like big advertisements on or anything like that. This is really something for the people who love the project and who want to see a one final edition, and hopefully, you know, one additional book, you know, if we can make the stretch goal happen. So please tell all your friends about it. talk about it on the message boards and just get everybody involved, and maybe we'll be able to make that happen. Now I also have to mention, if we do hit the stretch goal, I will add a little bit extra time to the shipment. I'll probably ship stuff like in several locations anyway, so the PDF will go out fairly quickly. Obviously, as soon as the book is finished and goes to the printer, which will be by the end of the month. The original artwork will go out right away. So after the campaign finishes and Kickstarter is verified basically that everything is correct, now I think they take 2 weeks, then I will immediately basically ship the artwork, you know, the color artwork and the original artwork. And then if we hit the stretch goal, I actually written that in the campaign, it will add like a few months extra basically for that perk. So we'll see exactly how we're going to handle that. So thank you very much for being part of this campaign and supporting this project for what seems like an eternity. And I'm very glad that it makes you happy, and it makes me happy to continue working on this. So yeah, looking forward to your feedback, and talk to you soon.